This is MD, and well, Master Nature doesn't usually let me open up one of his videos like this. So well, he let me open up this one, and well, you know who it's gonna be about, and excuse me, and yeah, even spirits can get coughs, and I don't know, don't ask, but I don't know how it works up here, but it just does, and well, maybe it's that as above, so below thing, but I don't know. Yeah, Ashley, I I picked out the perfect house for us on the prairie, and it's like the perfect house, and well, it's small, and um, yeah, and I can like be a like a farmer, and plant wheat and shit. And when the teacher comes over to the house and says, MD Junior can't fucking write. Ashley, you can beat the shit out of her son. Ashley, on the prairie, Ashley. All right. Thanks, MD. That was lovely as usual. All right. Yeah, here we are, guys. Here we are. Back to the docks. Hope you liked that last one. And we are going to continue with the theme of substitutions, okay? Yes, we are. Yes, this is going to be the last one tonight on the docks. And then we're going to round out this beautiful Sunday with a little bit of a supernatural tale, but that is going to come a little bit later. I got to rest. No, but anyway, yeah. Substitutions, and we're going to call this video When the Sour. No. We're going to call this one When the Sweet Turns to Sour. Right. Just like a soap opera. Right. Soap opera. All right. That's what we're calling this one, guys. And we're starting off with number. Drum roll, please. Well, you can read it from the title. Ha! Dummy! We're starting off with number 19. That's where we're going. All right, here we go, lovelies.
It'll be okay, Frankie. Don't worry.
Did my brother go back?
Yeah. Don't worry.
He's 10 times tougher than me, my brother. He's old-fashioned.
He didn't even want to go out to dinner. He just wanted to go straight home.
That's my brother. And there's nothing could get him away from that two-mule town. I've been big here. He could have had his own family. What do I do now?
Frankie, you were always interested in politics. I remember you talking about Hitler back in 33.
All right, let's go. So, Mr. Rosie, 11/16, 3 days after the unalivings, we're at number 19. Sequence. Okay. Evidence, no. Narrative. 3 days after the unalivings, I spoke with KN at the substation on the University of Idaho campus. I asked Kay if she had any special relationship with any of the victims. And Kay said, Kay-Aid, no, yeah, I know. Kay said she was really good friends with Xana and met Xana freshman year. Kay said she was also close friends with Kaylee and met her freshman year during recruitment. Okay? Good friend, or close friend, right? Kay said she knew Kaylee the best. Out of her and Xana, she knew Kaylee the best. I asked Kay if Kaylee hung out or associated with anyone with violent tendencies. Kay said no and expressed she was confused about the incident because what she saw on the news. Kay said Kaylee mainly stuck together with her roommates, Xana, Bethany, right, Maddie, and Dylan. Yeah. Kay said that Kaylee also hung out with the King girls, which were J, T, NF, BD, and AV. And VD. No, AV. I asked Kay if Kaylee was involved in using illegal substances. And Kay said, just Coca-Cola. Just Coca-Cola. Probably. Oh my God. I asked Kay if she saw Kaylee doing Coca-Cola. Sometimes it's cherry Coca-Cola. Just saying. Just ask the Kinks. Okay. Don't ask me. Ask the Kinks. All right. I am not the Kinks. Wait. Coca-Cola. And King said no. No. But she knew Xana was pretty into it. Oh my God. Guys. Okay. See, when the sweet turns to sour, these aren't little girls. Nobody is little here. Nobody in this story is a little child. Remember whitewashing. We're not whitewashing. No, or we're going to miss what's going on. Can't do that. So, again, when the sweet turns to sour, and then you can ask yourself this, Detective Ken, does this raise their victimology profile a little bit up from where it was? Does it, Mr. Ken? That's what you talk about quite often in your videos. Yeah, I think it would, for sure. Oh, yes. If you got everybody in the house doing illegal substances, I think that raises everybody's risk, for sure, of bad things happening to them. Yes, it does. Oh, yeah. Now, I don't know if Detective Ken mentioned any of this. I stopped watching his crap, so he may have. So if he did, I apologize. But it would definitely raise the risk, because you don't know who the fuck is coming in and out of that house. And if you got people obsessed with you in some fashion, yeah, well, that is trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble. Especially if they are all effed up and loaded all the time too. Big trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble. Big risk. Big risks. Big risks here. Everybody who was living in that house was a risk. Yes, they were. No doubt. Oh, big risk. Now, Dylan, well, we're not talking about Dylan right now. Let's carry on. Okay, so Detective Deanne asked if Ethan, Detective Deanne asked if Ethan, Xana's boyfriend, was into Coca-Cola, and Kay said she didn't know, all right? Kay said she didn't know Ethan that well. Okay, that would make sense. I don't know him that well, so I can't really say that he did that. That's okay. Hey, that makes sense. She's not selling him out unnecessarily, right? No. She could say the same thing about him, but she doesn't. And that's what makes her a little bit more credible, right? She sounds credible here. Because she could say, yeah, she could lie here and say, well, yeah, he did it too. How would anybody know, right? So, no, I find that credible. She doesn't throw him under the bus. She could have. Detective Deanne asked if the substances were being sold from the house, or if the substances were more used for large parties or for parties. Kay said they were used, but not sold. Okay, I don't know, right? That's a There needs to be a little more. There needs to be a little more. She seems credible to me, but there needs to be a little bit more than that. Anyway, Detective Deanne asked if there were large quantities of substances at the house, or if the house was known as a substance abuse house, and Kay said no. So there's an opinion for you. There's quote unquote one of Kaylee and Xana's best friends admitting, okay, well saying, yeah, they partied like that. They weren't little angels. Nobody in that house was a little angel. They were all at risk. Oh. And then you ask, well, who would put them at the most risk, right? And that's a whole separate question. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. Anyway, I asked Kay if Kaylee ever mentioned about having a stalker or having concerns about anyone, and Kay said no. See, I don't like that there. I don't like that answer there because other friends have concerns. So that concerns me. She says no there. If they're that good of friends, she would be confided in. So that bothers me there, right there. She should say yes. That bothers me there. Kay also said Kaylee never mentioned anything to the girls. Okay, that I could see. Maybe. That's a big maybe. Kay asked if she saw the Twitch stream. The Twitch stream. I asked Kay what she saw in the stream, and she mentioned there were two guys. I asked Kay if she recognized the two guys, and Kay said she did not. Okay. Kay said her friends, I don't know, fucking hell, P, C, and G were at the grub truck and saw Kaylee and Maddie. Alright. Kay said P mentioned that the two males were being weird. Okay. Okay. I asked Kay if she or anyone recognized anyone from the grub truck stream, and Kay said no. Okay. I asked, and she said yes. Wait, what the fuck? Hang on. What the fuck, guys? Let me read that again. Sorry. Kay said P mentioned that the two males were being weird. I asked Kay if she or anyone recognized anyone from the grub truck stream, and Kay said no. I asked Kay if she was familiar with the fraternity members of and she said yes. Okay. I asked Kay if there was anything mentioned why the males were labeled as weird. Kay said she thought one of the males nudged the other male like, oh, those are your girls, go and get them. Kay said that P would be worth talking to because she was there during that time. Okay. I asked Kay if P spoke with Kaylee, and Kay said she might have said hi, but wasn't sure. I don't like that. I don't like that there either. That's not right either. Nope. That's not right there. That's not right either. Nope. That's twice now. Twice now that's a wrong answer. That's the second time that's a wrong answer here.
Yep.
Second wrong answer. She should say yes. I remember. They're good friends, right? They're good friends. She should remember more than a high. Or maybe a high. That doesn't fit. That's a red flag to me. Kay also said, Kay also mentioned that ZM, Jesus, hung out with Kaylee and Madison all night. ZM hung out with Kaylee and Madison all night at the Corner Club. Now, who the fuck is ZM? Now, who is ZM? All right. I don't know. Who the fuck is ZM, guys? That's new. See, I'm just getting into this now. I don't know who that is. Who the hell is ZM? Okay. I asked Kay, what the hell? I asked Kay if any of the victims had any issues with anyone, and Kay said that Kaylee was unproblematic and peaceful. What the fuck? Let me read that again. I asked Kay if any of the victims had any issues with anyone, and Kay said that Kaylee was unproblematic and peaceful. I don't like that either. Guys, I don't know if I'm just being hyper sensitive to something here. Check me if I'm wrong. That's why that's why you're the best guardian in the world. That's why I love you. That's not why I love you. I'm just saying I love you because of that, right? And many other things. I'm just saying you guys are the best. That's why I'm asking you to check me here. Am I getting overly paranoid in this here? I might be. Remember, sometimes we can get stuck in the mud and we don't realize it. That's why you're the guardian. Right? Remember, without you, there's no me. Okay? No. So, what the fuck? I don't like that there. I don't like guys, I don't like that description of Kaylee. That to me is problematic. I don't like that there. My God. That suggests to me there's something about that phrasing that bothers the hell out of me, guys. I'm just saying, Kaylee was unproblematic and peaceful. I do not like that description at all. Under these circumstances, I do not like that description, guys. That description creeps me out a little bit. Just saying. I can picture a fucking coffin right here, guys. I can picture an effing coffin right here. That's what's going through my brain right now. Just saying. If you want to know. Okay, let's go on. Kay said she can't imagine someone with violent tendencies around her. Kay said she felt the same way about Madison. Kay said if anything, maybe Ethan and Xana. I asked if Ethan and Xana associated with violent people. Kay said this because Kay said that I don't know. Said that Xana and Ethan were more outgoing and hung out with different friend groups. Okay. Let me think about that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it could be a little bit of both. Sure. I think it's a little bit of both. That's the way you answer that one. It's a little both. Yeah. I think it's a little bit of each of the four, to be honest with you. Right? I think it's an alchemical thing. It's It's a little bit of this from one, a little bit of dash of this from another, a little bit of pinch from this one, and a little bit of smudge from the other one. And we all put it together into a cauldron. I think it's a bit of both of all of them, right? 4 into 1. Yeah, I think it's a bit of both for each. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on. Okay. So, Detective Deanne asked if Kaylee or Madison recently had a boyfriend or an ex. Kay said Kaylee dated a guy named Jack DeCourt for a couple of years, and Kaylee and Jack were high school sweethearts. Kay said Jack DeCourt was a really nice person. Kay said she spoke to Kaylee a couple days before the incident. All right. And Kaylee said once she graduated, she was looking for an apartment in Texas. Okay. Kay said Kaylee met a guy from Texas that is already living in Texas, and they were going to be roommates. Ooh, don't know. Tough one. Tough one. I don't know. Quite possible. It's quite possible. Hey. Just because we heard about a potential female roommate, right, doesn't mean there can't be 3 roommates. No. Like Three's Company, right? Like that kind of crap. So, yeah. That's not improbable. Not improbable at all. Right? I mean, what's so improbable that? She's an attractive female, right? Very attractive female. Smart. Right? All that. Moving to Texas. She knows she's moving there. What's to say? She didn't have Mississippi Queen down in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Or, I'm sorry, Mississippi King, whatever. Hey, you don't know. You don't know. It's not improbable. That's all I'm saying there. That's all I'm saying. I asked Kay if Kaylee and Jack DeCourt were still together when Kaylee mentioned that to her, and Kay said no, that they were already broken up. Okay. Alrighty. Kay said that Jack DeCourt mentioned that Kaylee attempted to call Jack around 3 a.m. asking if he was up. Okay, so she talked to him. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me just think about this a minute, guys. I'm sorry. Attempted to call him around 3 a.m. asking if he was up. All right, hang on 1 second, guys. Just hang on 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, this is what's bugging me. So she's being interviewed at the police station on 11/16, right? 3 days after the unalivings. Okay, so Jack DeCourt and her talked before she went and gave her statement to police. Okay, that's what's bugging me here. They already spoke to one another about this. Keep that in mind here. They already talked about this. Yeah, okay. That's what's bugging me. Let's carry on. Yeah, fucking crazy. Kay said she didn't think that Jack replied to Kaylee because he thought it was some type of booty call. Okay. What the fuck? Detective Deanne asked how they knew that Kaylee attempted to reach out to Jack. And Kay said because Jack told them. Right. Okay, yeah, what the fuck? Kay said she thought they found out after people were asking Jack if he knew anything about what happened. What the fuck? And Kay said, because Jack told them, yeah. Kay said she thought they found out after people were asking Jack if he knew anything about what happened. What the fuck? Wow. Wow. What the fuck, guys? Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting there. Okay. Let's go on. Detective Yan asked if Madison had a boyfriend. And Kay said, yeah. Maddie did have a boyfriend. And they call him S. They call him S. And said she thought his first name was Jack. What the fuck? Kay said they are still together. Kay said she does not think they had problems. And S was a good guy. Detective Deanne asked what he looked like. And Kay said that S was short, maybe 5'7", and balding. Okay. Kay said he had brown hair and was skinny. What the fuck? Kay thought he lived in Coeur d'Alene. Oh my god. What the fuck am I reading here? What the fuck am I reading here, guys? What the fuck am I reading? Wait, who are we talking about here? Oh, we're talking. Oh my. Guys, I'm getting so fucking confused. I'm so sorry. Yes, Maddie. Duh. Oh. Duh. Yeah. Yes. Oh my god. Guys, I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. Yes, it's Jake. We're talking about Jake. For fuck. Master Nature. Do I have to take over your video again? You can't even you get lost in your own hookah. You know that? Oh my god. Duh. Jake. Kay said, alright, what the fuck? Whatever. He's the only person I believe actually wasn't involved in this thing. Kay said B was Madison's little. Right, okay. I'm sorry. Kay said Bethany was Madison's little. Correct. That's consistent. Kay said Kaylee and Maddie were the closest out of all the roommates. True. Detective Deanne asked if D had a boyfriend. All right, yeah. Okay. Kay said Kaylee and Madison were the closest. Right. Detective Kane asked if Dylan had a boyfriend. Kay said yes. Kay said his name is Quinn. Quinn K, and lived in Boise. Kay said that Quinn was nice and hardworking. Kay's nice and hardworking. I don't like that there either. That's weird too to me. That's how you describe him. He was nice and hardworking. That doesn't. Okay. Hey, I'm nitpicking, but that's weird to me just a little. Kay said Quinn had epilepsy. He had epilepsy. And Kay said she was not aware of any issues between roommates. Oh, I'm sorry, and was not a violent person. Kay said she was not aware of any issues between roommates. Epilepsy. Interesting. Epilepsy. Interesting. Like, I don't know. Like autism? I don't know. Like, visual snow? Like visual snow? Maybe. Epilepsy? I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, and not a violent person. Kay said she was not aware of any issues between roommates. I asked if Kaylee hung out with any other males. Kay said Kaylee was talking to a guy named MB, who was a member of... Kay said they had a S relationship and would hook up here and there. MB. I don't know. MB. And they would hook up here and there. Kay described MB to be over 6 feet, brunette, and medium build. Right. Kay said he was serving as vice president to... I asked Kay if there was anyone else Kaylee spent time with, and Kay said no, unless Kaylee met someone at the bar that night. Okay. Kay did not know if Kaylee met anyone in particular, but heard a male got kicked out for being creepy again. Here we go. Towards Madison. And it wasn't Brian Koberger. It was who? It was Mr. Cole. Kay said J or Z could probably have more info because they were also at the bar. Boy. Kay said the last time she spoke to Kaylee was at about 5 p.m. on that very... 5 p.m. Wait a minute. Whoa. Bag up. Kay said the last time she spoke to Kaylee was at about 5 p.m. hours. It has to be 11:20. It has to be 11:12. She didn't speak to her on that day. Now that's what I'm talking about, guys. You can't make mistakes like that in your reports. Moscow. No, you are definitely going to fucking Little House on the Prairie for that one. You fucking are, man. You guys need your knuckles fucking pounded with a fucking mallet. Like a 50-pound iron mallet to your fucking hands for this. Really. Now, listen to this. This is horrible, guys. Kay said the last time she spoke to Kaylee was at about... What time is that? 5 p.m.? Am I right? Wrong? 5 p.m. Right? Right. Oh, no. No. Anyway, either time's impossible. 1700 hours. 5 p.m. on 11/13. This is bad. You can't make mistakes like this in these reports, for fuck. You just totally fucked your document. You totally fucked your document. Now I can say, hey, here's what. Now I can say, well, were you under the influence of alcohol when you wrote your fucking document? Because that's impossible. So I guess you must have been under the influence of alcohol, Rosie, or whoever the fuck wrote this, right? She's unalived. Big mistake. Yeah. Shit like that. Little House on the Prairie. You get hit in the fucking head with a big fucking mallet that weighs, 50 pounds on your head. You dumbasses. Moscow. You're fucking idiots. You're idiots. Gee, I could say, well, gee, Rosie, were you under the influence of substances when you wrote this? How reliable now is this document? Right? Shit like this gets you in trouble. I would think. Anyway, if you had a good attorney, I'd be all over this shit. Oh, and they say, well, no, it just came out like that. It was obviously a typo. But I can argue, yeah, but there's so many other fucking typos like this. It's certainly a fucking bad coincidence. Yeah, that's a big mistake. Whatever, fuck off. Who cares? Anyway, I'm shocked. Yeah. Okay, let's carry on, guys. Kay said Kaylee showed up with all of Kaylee's roommates at her apartment, the White, sometime between... What the fuck? I showed up with all of Kaylee's roommates at her apartment, the Whites, sometime between 2:30 and 3 p.m. Kay said they left sometime between... Okay. 5 and 6. Okay. Okay. All right. I told Kay I was aware of a social media post of all the roommates pictured together, and Kay said that was at her apartment. I asked Kay if she has been over to Kaylee's house before. I asked if apartment before. Yeah. Okay. I asked if people usually have Wi-Fi. Kay wasn't sure. Kay said they usually leave their doors unlocked. Yeah. What the fuck, guys? Sorry. I'm not doing this on purpose. It's just... What the fuck? Oh my god. I told Kay it was social media. Okay. I get it. That was at her apartment. I asked Kay if she has been over to Kaylee's house before. And then he says, so that's one question. And then I asked if people usually the Wi-Fi, and Kay was unsure. Guys, I'm going to rename this video. It's going to be called Ode to Little House on the Prairie. This is fucking ridiculous. Oh my, how many times have we said Moscow police cannot fucking write? First of all, he asks one question, then there's no response to that, and then he asks about the Wi-Fi, and usually the Wi-Fi. What the fuck? That's why I'm like, what the fuck? Little house on a fucking prairie, guys. I'm saying, MD, do you want to take over? Yeah, see, Ashley, this is what I'm talking about. See, MD Jr., who's trying to be a police recruit, at some point, in 1889, and again, the teacher, the really nice teacher would come over, and she'd say, we're sorry to tell you this, Mrs. MD Ashley, but your son can't write to save his ass. MD. Master Nature, can I finish it, please? You always interrupt me. All right, let's go on. And later, MD. Later. All right, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh my God. But they kept their doors unlocked. And everyone knows it's a out of house. It's a out of house. Okay. Like a little house. I don't know. Like a whorehouse. I don't know. I asked why Kelly. I asked why Kelly lived in a house with a different sorority. And Kay said that Kelly and Maddie have been best friends for several years and spoke about living with each other. Kay said that Kaylee was still close with her freshman, sophomore friend group. Okay. All right. Okay. I asked Kay if she was aware of any cameras in the area. Okay. And Kay said no. Detective Deanne asked Kay if she saw anyone in the area that seemed out of place, and Kay said she thought while she was at her apartment and does not remember who, but said somebody mentioned about a random kid carrying a BB gun. But no one thought anything of it. A BB gun. But nobody thought anything of it. Okay. I don't know. Kay said she's reached out to B on that day after the incident, but she did not reply to her. Okay. Bethany did not reply. Kay said maybe EA has reached out but was unsure. EA. Emily. Yeah, okay. Emily. Aren't. Right. So maybe, okay. Kay said maybe Emily Aren't has reached out, but she was unsure. Okay. I asked if anyone has reached out to Dylan or Bethany. And Kay said maybe Emily. I concluded my interview. Okay. Oh, Rosie, the 17th, reviewed that same day. Okay, guys, that's number 19, and we're leaving it right there. Interesting document. Very interesting document, guys. Whoa. Well, again, when the sweet turns to sour. Interesting document. Still thinking about it. I don't know, guys. I don't know. There's some good in here. There's some not so good in here. It's a mishmash of shit. It's poorly written. It's a mix. It's a mishmash of stuff. Some good, some bad. Like some fit, some things fit, some things don't fit. I don't know. This one's an interesting document, guys. I love you. One more later. It's gonna be later, guys. Okay, and that's it. All right. I love you all. Sorry about the confusion in this one. I love you all. Okay. Bye bye.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
Understand? Now, write out 100 times.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Hail Caesar, sir.
Hail Caesar. If it's not done by sunrise, I'll cut your balls off.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Hail Caesar and everything, sir.